Okay, let's reiterate a little bit about why it can be very important if, $4,000 or so uh, is important to you to file that SSI application if you are in the vicinity of the poorness standard required by SSI when you file for your SSD. I have seen, I've seen even law firm staffers do this. And the reasoning, it's incorrect, and the reasoning is flawed. So I want to go over it with you. If you are filing for Title II, that's SSD, Social Security Disability Insurance, and you are pretty poor at this point in time, where you think, yeah, I'd probably be eligible for SSI, but thankfully I have SSD. Totally get it. However, not throwing in a concurrent claim, and by the way, the whole medical workup is not done twice. It's all done with the one set that you submit. So you're not really doing extra work of any magnitude. If you, the first 5 months of being found disabled in a Title II Social Security disability claim are unpayable. That's because it's the waiting period. However, there is no waiting period for SSI. So if you have a concurrent claim and those first 5 months that you are known to be disabled because they found you disabled, but you're not owed any money from Social Security because of the waiting period, you can get the SSI if you are eligible because you were poor for those 5 months. That's over $900 a month potentially for 5 months. Is that money worth it to you or not? I kind of think it is. And if you have an attorney, that could probably cover some, if not all of the fee. It's like found money. So why wouldn't you do it? The rationale, mistakenly, I believe that some people would not do it is they would say, well, my SSD is greater than the amount of income I could have and still get SSI. So I can't get SSI anyway. Yes, you can potentially during that 5-month waiting period if you had a concurrent claim at the time of the 5-month waiting period. Concurrent claim means you filed them at the same time. Sometimes it could also be where you didn't. Let's say you filed a Title II and now you're listening to this video and you're like, shoot, maybe I should have filed an SSI claim. If you are poor now, go ahead and do it now. They will generally merge the two together in some way, shape, or form, and they will kind of travel together. If you have already been like recon initially denied on the Title II, never had an SSI, and now you're throwing in an SSI, there's some way they will somehow end up merging the two. Okay. And you're like, well, if I win my SSD when I said I was disabled, which is way before I filed my SSI claim, because I'm only doing that now, see, I won't get anything because when they find that I'm disabled when I said I was, there was no SSI claim, and therefore I can't get those 5 months because there was no SSI application in at the time. And that would be true. However, you have no idea when they're going to find your onset to be. You allege a certain date. Very often, not uncommon, they find that someone is disabled, but not as long ago as they said. And it's not that they're making it even a credibility argument. They're just not allowed to award a finding and an established onset date until it's actually established by the evidence, not by what they in their gut feel. So there has to be some sort of evidence sufficient to get that not being overturned, so if that established onset date that they decide down the road is way after when you said it was, and is at any time when you had filed your SSI claim, now that you even did it late in time, there's a decent chance that will coincide as well. And you will still get paid the SSI because you're always going to have those 5 months of unpayable SSD. Okay. So I think it's always a good idea to have that SSI application in. You can potentially withdraw it later if you win the lottery, if you want, or something else happens. But why leave, $4,500 potentially on the table that would never be had that you qualified for? All right. So that's what I think. And I think representatives and their staff should definitely take heed because I've seen this and I could see it being a little stickler if if a client learns that, oh my God, if I had an SSI application in, I would have had an extra $4,000. And again, that could be $4,000. That's your attorney fee. And now you don't have to have it taken from your SSD back benefits. It's going to be taken from your SSI or the bundle of, of benefits that you got back benefit wise. Okay. Hope that informs anybody. If they need to file an SSI claim, go ahead and do it. There are times when you think you're financially eligible potentially, and you find out you're not. And that's fine. It's not a lot of work to do the SSI application because it's all about what is your income today? What are your accountable resources? And they will walk you through that. They do it with you. You don't really have to do it by yourself. And when I'm saying they, I mean SSA is going to want to interview you to make sure the numbers are right. So they don't merge an SSI claim up to an existing SSD claim unless the person potentially might be financially eligible. So they kind of do a little review on the finances at the get-go so that nobody's wasting their time otherwise. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Hope that helps. Bye.